Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Angela Morian.
And I'm Amber Worthy. Thank you for joining us for News 12 Now at 11. The search continues for the man accused of killing 4 people and injuring others at a Waffle House near Nashville. We're learning more about the customer who stepped in and is being credited for stopping the shooting rampage.
The suspect has been added to the TBI's top 10 most wanted list. Laura Podesta has the latest on the hunt for the shooter.
And 2 men are behind bars facing several charges after a chase involving Hamilton County Sheriff's Office deputies. They say around 5 p.m. last night, they saw a car traveling south on Highway 60 at, quote, a high rate of speed. Officials say that driver was placing other citizens in danger. Deputies stopped the vehicle around 5300 Highway 60. The driver, Ethan Hall, told deputies that he tried to evade the traffic stop because his license was suspended. Hall was cited for several things, including reckless driving, and deputies say drugs were found on the passenger, James Michael Thompson. Both were transported to the Hamilton County Jail. And 2 more Athens Park Blood gang members have been arrested and charged under the RICO indictment. The other 4 that were announced this week are still at large. According to the Chattanooga Police Department, Rodney Lumnick and Demisha Clark are in custody. Both Kirk and Lumnick are charged with racketeering enterprise and racketeering conspiracy. They were amongst the more than 50 gang members who were listed in that RICO indictment. And Tennesseans now have the option to purchase their liquor on Sundays as of today. However, if you stop at your local grocery store this weekend, you are going to be out of luck. Those businesses will not be allowed to sell liquor until January 1st. It would also change the hours of operation for liquor stores across the state to 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. An amendment was added to the bill by the House to keep them from selling on Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving.
It was a fairly contentious vote, but obviously the votes in favor won. At that point in time, we said, well, we will defer to the will of the legislature on this one and sign the law. And my comment all along was, as soon as the bill gets to me, I will sign it, which is what we did.
The state Senate and House both approved the measure this week. And President Trump and North Korea's leaders have come a long way since the days of exchanging personal insults. They are expected to meet in the coming weeks.
North Korea
Starts now.
Good evening, I'm Angela Morian.
And I'm Amber Worthy. Thanks for joining us for News 12 Now at 11. We have new details about the identity of a man who was killed in a plane crash in Collegedale. This tight-knit community has been devastated by the sudden loss.
It's always sad when you have something like this happen. It's tough.
It happened last night at the Collegedale Municipal Airport. 62-year-old Robert Galise was killed in the crash. His friend Dan says that he was flying his plane for the first time since they worked to restore it. Dan says the plane went down at the front of the runway. Dan says he is saddened by the loss of his friend, who he's known for 3 to 4 years. The FAA and the NTSB have not released the cause of that crash. And a large neo-Nazi rally ended with 10 counter-protesters being arrested today in Noonan, Georgia. This comes a day after Hitler's birthday, and citizens and police braced for a possibility of violence. The entire park where the rally was taking place was completely barricaded with fences. Police also protected the local businesses, storefronts as well. And District 7 Councilman Erskine Oglesby, along with dozens of City of Chattanooga employees, participated in an inaugural Alton Park Street Fest and cleanup today. The day began with a neighborhood cleanup at 11 a.m. along Fagan Street between East 38th Street and Workman Road. Chattanooga police cadets joined members of the community for the cleanup. Councilman Oglesby hopes that the event, quote, empowers his District 7 constituents and the surrounding communities to take part in their revitalization of this neighborhood. They ended the event with a celebration of how far Alton Park has come. And Clean the Green 2018 projects took place all over downtown Chattanooga today. This annual cleanup and beautification event involved 700 volunteers. Some picked up their litter throughout downtown Chattanooga and the surrounding areas. There were 17 other special projects, including a crosswalk art project with a local artist on Georgia Avenue and a mural painting at Chat Smokehouse on East MLK Boulevard. River City Company says since 2011, nearly 5,000 volunteers have participated in Clean the Green. They've collected 7,000 bags of trash. They've removed graffiti from more than 100 buildings and monuments and so much more. And there are more than 33,000 veterans in Bradley County and Hamilton, and will soon have a state veterans home in Bradley County. Tennessee officials say the state has received $26 million from the federal government to build a new veterans home. Governor Bill Haslam says the grant will be used to build a 108-bed facility in Bradley County. Haslam says this project is a high priority for our state.
Today, family and friends celebrated the life of former First Lady Barbara Pierce Bush during a funeral service in Houston.
There were tears, but they were outnumbered by moments of laughter. Weisha Zhang has more from Houston.